Hey, good morning. Hi. It's another beautiful day to be alive. I am powerful. I am wise. I am capable. I am productive. I am progressive. I am communicative. I am empowered. I am light. I am gracious. I am grateful. The power of I am statements. I would love for this video to be a reminder for you today and for the next few days or whatever you would like to really pay attention to when you say I am statements or even I statements. Sometimes, like when I was really caught up on the I am statements for a while, and I'd notice every time I say I am, but I wouldn't notice when I say I, which is the same thing. So to say, or even I'm, is I am. So, I'm not sure how to do this. That's not true. Conscious languaging, so fun. Check out the book Conscious Language by Robert Stevens? I think that's his name? Conscious Language. You'll find it. We so often, I'd say almost 30 to 40% of the things we say throughout the day aren't even true things. So to say, I'm not sure about how to do this, that's not true. A true statement would be, in this moment, I'm on my way to figuring out how to do this. And sure, they might seem to mean the same thing to you, but to the matter of frequency and words being a vibration, that's not entirely the same. It makes a world of a difference. Even just to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am incredible. I am beautiful. I am prosperous. It's real. It is absolutely real. God said, let there be light. And there was light. He just said it. They could have written anything in that frickin' book, whoever they are. They could have written God clapped his hands and there was light, or God farted and there was light, or God, took a single star from the center of his heart and there was light. Whatever, but he just said it. And not only did he say it, he said, let there be light. Let it. Let it be. Let the light be. Let it be there. Meaning, it was already there. He was just accepting. So the power of your words, your language, and the power of acceptance is the power of God. You are God with your language. Everything we speak is creating something. Of course, you don't have to be really, really anal about it, because it takes time and it takes practice. And if you're coming from a place of acceptance through the practice, knowing that it will take time and it might be hard, then you're all good. It's all good. So really, really, really getting clear on language is huge, and being vulnerable with your language. If speaking consciously means telling the truth more, which means really saying how you feel, then you got to do it. That's the best thing for you to do, and that's okay. Technically, every single moment is you progressing, is you further along the path. And of course, sometimes it might not seem like you're further along because you went down to a ditch or something, something happened. But isn't that what always happens? Isn't that what's happened your whole life before? Like your whole entire life before now, you're just progressing. And every once in a while, you go in and do a thing. And then you're progressing. You're doing a thing. But the thing is, when you dip down into the thing, you're still going. And if you use that dip, if you use that dip, I was going to say correctly, but if you use that dip in a certain way, it becomes like a ramp. And you go down, you go through your thing, and when you're at the bottom of that thing, that's when you have the opportunity, if you hold steady, like if you're on a skateboard on a vert ramp or something, you have the opportunity at the bottom of that dip to hold your balance, stay in your center, stay steady, and you actually use the entire momentum from that downward dip for the rest of your ride up, and it actually launches you farther. That was so cool. I just thought of that right now. It's 11:11. It makes perfect sense though, right? If your whole life is you, I don't know, I always say things twice. Anyways, if your whole life is you progressing, and then you go, something happens you don't prefer, it doesn't feel good, it's uncomfortable, you go down a dip, you're going to eventually get out of that dip, because that's what a dip is, and then you just keep progressing. And if you notice, the moment you drop into that dip, you just stay observant and aware and accept you're in the dip. It's okay. Your whole life is full of dips. You already know that. That's been happening. So accept that the dip is there. You're going down the dip. Hold your balance. Hold steady. Stay in your center. And the way you stay in your center is through forgiveness, through acceptance, through vulnerability, through asking for help, through connecting with nature. And when you get to the bottom, you have the entire momentum, because that's the lowest you're going to get in that particular dip. So if at the very, very bottom, you make the choice and say, you know what, all right, cool, great, we're at the bottom, let's do this, yeah! Then you use the entire momentum from that entire downward thing, boom, launches you farther. And, just so you know, if it launches you, it might launch you so far that it launches you over the next straightaway, right into the next dip. And that happens sometimes. But even better, you'll be going so fast, and then you land right in the next dip, stay in your center still, and you'll just keep going. And the way the dips work, from my experience, and the experience of what I gather from my observations, is that the path is straight, and then there's like dip, 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 and then it's straight for a good while. Then dip, 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 and then it's straight for a while. So if you really, really, really stay steady, stay in your center, you can jump, boom, boom, boom. You can just go through all those dips, staying in your center, staying in your center. What does that mean? Leave a comment down below. I use that phrase a lot because it just really resonates with me, staying in your center. It's easy to like, all love and light, all shadow and dark, whatever. Stay in your center. And then you can use this when you need it. Use this when you need it. Learn from that when you need to. Learn from that when you want to. You know, stay in your center. So what does it mean to you? And what do you do to stay in your center? And what tips do you have for everyone else that's watching? I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Right when this video is done, take the 3 deepest breaths you've taken all day, and then go outside and stretch. I love you.